Hello there everybody, my name is Derailious. Welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be going over the rest of the items introduced in the 0.9.8 update, also known as the Scorpius update. We're going to be going over the Dark Auction, the Builder's Wand, the Ferocity, how it works, and a bunch of other stuff. For your convenience, this video will be divided into sections, so if you want to go to any specific section, just click in the description. As well, the update changelog will be down there, so make sure you click on that. Before we begin though, I do want to make the note that only about 10% of you guys are subscribed, so if you can hit that button, it really does mean a lot. We're trying to hit 2K by the end of the year, and I think we could do it, fellas. So if you hit that button, it means a lot. As well, I stream on Twitch pretty often. I'll probably be live on Twitch today, October 21st, 2020, at about 2:50 p.m. EST. I'll be live from about 3 to 5 doing Hypixel Skyblock, so I hope you guys can tune in. And on that note, let's get right into the video. So, to begin this video, we're going to be going over the new Ferocity Stat. If you go over to a tiger pet, or an ocelot pet, a megalodon, or, I don't know, what are the other ones that it has? Ghoul, hound, pigman as well. You can see that they have Ferocity. Ferocity is a new stat that basically allows you to do what the tiger pet previously allowed to do, which was strike twice. So if you hit a mob with a pet with Ferocity, or with an item with Ferocity, I know the Shredder, as you can see, has 50, and you hit an item with it, or you hit a mob with it. So let's see this Shredder, if I do SB menu, you see that I have 73 Ferocity. So if I go over to, I don't know, the Howling Cave, it's a good place to test this stuff. If I come over here and I hit a mob, say this Pack Spirit, you see I do 1400 damage, and it does another 1400 damage due to Ferocity. It's actually only procs about 70% of the time. It does the full damage of the weapon as well. And it's actually a really cool stat. To get more Ferocity, you can level up things like a tiger pet. As well, use something like a Shredder. I guess the Shredder is the best weapon for it currently. And you can also get the dirty Reforge Stone, which you can apply to your weapons, which gives you about 12 if the weapon is legendary, and 15 on a mythic weapon. We'll go into the Reforge Stones in a little while, but just know that that is an option for you. The really cool thing about Ferocity is that if you keep stacking it, it might actually be worth it to sacrifice some other stats like strength and damage for Ferocity itself. In dungeons, I can really see Ferocity being a game changer to the point where, like, I can imagine Ferocity becoming a stat that a lot of people try to go for. And the Shredder, if it ever gets a dungeons variant, or if it's able to be used in dungeons ever, I could see being an actually viable weapon, just simply because if you stack Ferocity past 100, it doesn't just strike twice, it strikes 3 times, which could really increase the amount of damage you're able to do on single targets that you can't kill on the first hit. Overall, though, a really neat little upgrade to the game. It's a thing that really just raises the skill ceiling a little higher, which is something I think the game always needs. You know, raising the skill ceiling is super hype. And yeah, that is Ferocity. Next up on our list of things to talk about are the new items in the Dark Auction. We're going to be going over just the basic items. There isn't going to be too much extra being talked about here. I'm just going to flash the items on screen and show you what they do. So to start, we have the Counter-Strike 5 book, which allows you to gain 10 defense for 7 seconds on the first hit from an enemy. As well, we have the Big Brain book bundle thing. The book bundles are a new concept to try to increase availability of these limited enchants a bit, and Big Brain is only applicable on your helmet. It gives you 15 intelligence, which seems to be pretty interesting. Vicious is another thing that can be put in a book bundle. It allows you to gain Ferocity on a sword, and it's actually pretty neat. As well, the Vicious 5 book was permanently added to the normal Dark Auction. As well, we have the Plasma Flux Power Orb item. Not necessarily the full orb, but the Plasma Flux nucleus, basically, which allows you to upgrade an Overflux into a Plasma Flux. Now sells on the DA as a recipe item. It requires an Overflux in order to craft. It also requires 4 stacks of enchanted obsidian, as well as a bunch of golden teeth. The Hegemony artifact doubles the stats of the Reforge on this item. It is not something that can be applied to other items, it only buffs itself. However, it does instantly become the best item for mages when recombobulated, because you can get an extra 60 intelligence from this item, as well as a bunch of other stats if you want them. So definitely a really cool and neat concept, and definitely one of the strongest talismans in the game. Currently, if you go on the AH and you look up Hegemony, you can see that there are about 90 million coins, and as you can see, 60 intelligence when reforged to Bazaar, which is pretty cool. As well, we have the Midas Staff, which is pretty neat. It's basically a weapon that I went over in my part 1 of this video. Two-part series, I basically went over it. It's generally just the mage variant of the Midas Sword. The more money you spend on it, the more damage it does, etc. It's pretty interesting. You're going to be seeing other YouTubers who are richer than me make videos on it. So, yeah. Next up on our list is the new Reforges, which I've got to say are actually pretty cool. Provide a lot of benefits that I didn't think that they would originally have. So, if you come over to the Smithmonger, you can find him right next to the Blacksmith. He sells a bunch of things, including a Reforge Anvil, which opens a menu that allows you to apply advanced reforges to items using the Reforge Stones for 2 million coins. It's pretty cool. I'm actually pretty happy that they put this in here. As well, we have the Moil Log, the Dirt Bottle, the Toil Log, the Refined Amber, and the Blessed Fruit. Now, the Moil Log is pretty interesting because what it does allow you to do is apply it to a low-tier axe, is the real intention, and you can get plus 2% XP. Now, starting at Rare and going up to Mythic, if you apply it to, say, a higher level axe, it won't actually provide any benefit. As you can see, it's only plus 2. But if you get the Toil Log, which is 1 million coins, and you apply it, it will provide a bigger benefit. So for an epic axe, I'm pretty sure it's 4%, and if recombobulated, it's a 6% foraging XP buff, which is actually pretty large, pretty substantial. Refined is one that you can apply to pickaxes. Dirty you can apply to a sword. It's the one that gives you ferocity, as I was talking about earlier. I recommend you get this on your weapons if you want to test out ferocity. It's certainly interesting. As well as blessed, which you can apply to a diamond hoe, and that makes it as strong, if not a little bit better for sugarcane, than a rookie hoe, which is really, really nice. The final thing we're going to be talking about are the items in the Bits shop. As you can see, come over to Bits shop, you have a few more items. The Bits Talisman, once again, allows you to gain a 10% chance to get double bits, but it does not allow you to go over the amount that you can currently claim, but it's still a pretty nice talisman. Compact 1 allows you to gain mining XP and drop an enchanted block every 400 blocks you mine. I currently have this on my stunk, and it's leveled to 3, which means I gain 3% extra mining XP and drop an enchanted block every 350 I mine. For every level up you get, you gain 1% extra mining XP, and it drops by 25 blocks. As well, we have the Builder's Wand, which I have here. The Builder's Wand is actually really, really cool. I'm going to go demonstrate it right now. So how it works is, say I have in it, I have a bunch of stone brick slabs in it, actually. This is a perfect demonstration. And you want to build a farm, right? So you can come down to where my farm is on my island, which I just finished today with the help of this wand. As you can see, all of this is done. And you just sort of go up with the right type of item, on the right type of item here. And it has to be a matching item. It will not work if it's not matching. So if I try to put dirt on this, it wouldn't work. And you just sort of right click, and then boom, a new layer has appeared. And you can keep doing that. As well, it also tells you with the amount that you have in it. The wand actually uses the resources from what's inside. And it works really well. It's actually a really nice bump to making a farm. It actually would lower the time pretty dramatically. So, yeah. I do recommend you pick one up, but I do recommend you buy it with normal bits and possibly not the auction house unless you just really can't afford the booster cookie. It's about 3 mil currently on the auction house, and I can't imagine it going much lower than that. So yeah. As well as all of that, I'm trying to think of if there's anything that I missed, but I don't think there is. Overall, I think this update's really big. This has a lot of content, actually. And a lot of really nice content that I think the game's needed. Something like, you know, the Builder's Wand is something that I've wanted for a while. I know 30 Virus, everyone's saying that he thought it up, which is pretty cool. And yeah, generally it's a lot of really nice stuff for the game that'll help out the game a lot. New items for bits is always cool because people spend money on this game, also known as me. So it's pretty nice. I enjoy, spending money on things that I enjoy playing a lot. So for me, it's no big deal. But yeah, I just generally am enjoying the new experiences that we're getting. Scorpius is a great mayor. Obviously, he hasn't caused the price of, I don't know, people are saying aspects were going to shoot through the roof. Let's look at aspect. It's still 150,000 coins, fellas. He hasn't broken the economy, so that's not a big deal at all. But in general, I'm just really excited for the future now, honestly. Our next big thing is a new island, hopefully. A lot of people have been saying the Abyss is the next thing. I know it's a farming-related island. I hope it's a fishing island, but because, I mean, I really like fishing in this game. It's really cool. I would like to see some new fishing mobs and whatnot. But yeah, I'm really excited for the future, and I'm happy with all the changes. Ferocity is really cool as a stat. Really sick. The new Dark Auctions are really cool. You know, it being expanded to 7 rounds is hype. And I'm just really happy with the direction the game's taken recently. They've been doing great things. So keep it up, Hypixel. Keep it up. Keep it up, guys. Honestly, I don't think I've been this excited for Hypixel Skyblock in weeks and months. So yeah. Tomorrow we'll be seeing a video on the Shadow Fury. I just bought one. I wanted to test it out. Wanted to buy it while the prices were low, and I gotta see how good this thing is. From my initial testing, it seems good, but not worth 20 mil, but we'll see. We'll see how it comes out in my actual video. So yeah. On that note, fellas, thank you so much for tuning in till the end. I really do appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.